52 years ago, a nursery school called Tiny Tots started out in New Delhi with one purpose in mind: to help children reach their fullest potential. This school has now evolved to become the Pinnacle School, but its mission of helping children reach the pinnacle of their potential has remained the same. However, as the world has grown, so has the scope and facilities offered at the Pinnacle School. Our students have eagerly embraced new concepts and new technologies that prepare them to meet the challenges of this brave new world. This then is their story, their world, the Pinnacle world.
For more than 50 years, we've had an amazing journey. It has been exciting, challenging and satisfying.
And our journey has not ended. Here's how it started.
The journey of Tiny Tots actually began during the Kashmir conflict of 1947. Squadron leader Sidney Narona was a commanding officer of 7th Squadron, and he led 37 sorties in his fighter aircraft over enemy territory in support of our ground forces. The air-to-ground battles were fast and furious, and the aircraft had to fly really low amidst the valleys of Kashmir. Eventually, the enemy was defeated and retreated across the border. In 1950, Wing Commander Narona was awarded the first Mahavir Chakra for his gallantry, valor, and leadership on the battlefield. Sadly, in 1957, he succumbed to injuries sustained during the war, leaving behind his wife, Babs Narona, and his 2 children, Gail and Michael. Thus began the journey of Tiny Tots. Auntie Babs, as she was fondly called, established a small nursery school at D110 Defense Colony where she and her children lived. On the first day, there were just 4 people in school: Auntie Babs and her sister Colleen, along with Gail, her daughter, and another pupil. Soon, word spread that a new play school, which was up to international standards, had recently opened. Parents were more than happy to send their children in droves, as there was a dearth of good nursery schools in Delhi of those days. More teachers were hired, and Tiny Tots soon expanded to the adjoining house D109 in Defense Colony. The gardens behind these houses became the playgrounds for the children. It was a period of rapid expansion over the next decade. By 1963, there were over 41 nationalities studying in Tiny Tots. This prompted a newspaper to describe the school as a mini United Nations. Word of the specialized attention that its teachers provided soon began to spread, leading to a greater rush of admissions. There were now 100 students and 14 teachers, and the school had also spread to 3536 Link Road. In the 1970s, the school expanded further and moved into B8 and B73 Greater Kailash 1. A house system was introduced with a new logo, which represented the tree of knowledge. Maroon was chosen as the uniform color, and a school song was composed, which was loudly sung at the beginning of every day. In the 1980s, Junior and Tiny Tots' promise of quality education for all was well known throughout Delhi. The correct mixture of study and play had set the benchmark for other schools of its type to follow. It became the preferred feeder school for senior classes from class 9 and above for most of the other elite schools in Delhi. its reputation had grown far and wide. On its silver anniversary in 1983, the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi personally met the students and its staff and fondly remembered them in her felicitations to the school. By now, junior and tiny tots had expanded to over 500 students and 50 staff members spread over 4 locations. Auntie Bab's efforts to forge a school of excellence out of her personal tragedy was now a reality for all to cherish. Sadly, in 1993, she passed away and was succeeded by her sister Colleen Merriman, who ably led the school for the next 6 years. By now, the school had been a second home to many luminaries such as the ace shooter Jaspal Rana, Nikhil Chopra, who played cricket for India, Robert Vadra, and many others who have gone to achieve fame for their alma mater. In 1999, Tiny Tot's first student and the daughter of its founder, Gail DeMonte, took over the reins of leadership as the principal of Junior and Tiny Tot School. Her dream was to continue to build on the standards of quality that her mother had left behind. She set about developing JTT into a secondary school, and permission was soon granted to teach students up to class 10. A new name for the school was chosen to reflect this transition. The name had to be inspirational as well as reflective of the journey to the top. Thus was the Pinnacle School born in 2003, and the first batch of Class 9 graduated the same academic year. TPS also became a senior secondary school in 2006, and the first batch of Class 12 students graduated in 2008. By now, new systems had been put into place. Technology took on added importance with the introduction of new computer systems and computer networking throughout the school. Teachers were taught the usage of this new technology, and they embraced it. Today, the Pinnacle School stands as testament to what hard work, discipline, and high-quality teaching methods can bring about in the lives of children. It offers a comprehensive process of education. Our faculty and staff are a highly dedicated group of professionals who work diligently to provide a safe, secure, and a challenging learning environment for our students. Their care and commitment has always been exemplary. We are also fortunate to have supportive parents who value education and are involved in many initiatives to enrich their children's education.
I am Anamika Gambhir, and my child, who's Arushi Gambhir, studies in class 1B in the school. Unlike other parents, we were not that fortunate in the sense that our child had some congenital problems. She was born with some deficit in her legs. She still can't walk. The very first day when we entered through the school gates and met Mrs. Gail DeMonte, it is an experience which I would remember for my life. She said, I don't have a problem, I just want to look at your child once. She integrated well with the children. There is no complex with her. The teachers were very wonderful to her, and I think it has come from above, like when the principal and administration is good, so are the teachers. And she interacted well, she's growing well, she is like a normal class 1 child. And at least one part of our life is taken care of. We are still struggling with, the other parameters, the other health related issues, but at least we are convinced that she would have a quality education.
Welcome to my school, the Pinnacle School. Come with me, I'll take you to a journey through my world, the Pinnacle world. Come see the Pinnacle through my eyes. It all started here, our tiny tots. Bright, colorful classrooms, excitement in the air. Oh, those carefree times. Here at the Pinnacle, we don't cry when we